Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, Viktor Orban, the guy with big that, he's getting deeper and deeper in trouble, I would say, with the European Union. That's a war over there, and the war goes like this. The Brussels weasels tell any country in Europe, I'm talking about the bottom-feeding countries of Europe, we want you to implement this new plan, this new value, this new policy. And if the elected government, elected politicians, leaders of that particular country say, well, I don't think it's in the interest of our country and we should run our country the way we think we should, then these people from Brussels, they will withhold so-called financial aid or help and funding coming from the big bankers they talk to. So somehow they provide certain programs in these countries. It's like it's here with universities. You have a private university, but if the government provides you with grants and money, then there are some earmarks over there. That means you have to accept this, then you get the money. Now the college or the university gets used with that money, gets used to having that money coming, and will implement this and that at the beginning, and then they have a different department, they grow as a university. And then the government tells the college, you know what, but we want you to do now this, implement this, implement this. And the college can say, or the university can say, all right, we don't want it anymore, we don't want that. Well, they're going to take their grants back, so you're going to lose departments of this, everything that you build with the grants provided. And they don't want to do that. So then they become weasels and said, yes, we do that, give us money. So they become dependent. So a big part of their economy, the countries now, become because universities and countries the same work for profit, not from education purposes. That's like a video, like a movie. You know how the movie is? You go and watch a movie, not at the movie theater because it costs a lot of money, but you go here at TV and watch a movie, and you see the commercials every 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever minutes. I don't watch anyway, but I know that's the way it goes. The whole movie is over there not for you to watch the movie and enjoy yourself. No, it's to draw you in as a little fish. You know, when you feed the fish in the water, they come closer so you can catch them. So the same here. They get you with a movie, you watch the movie, but actually the whole purpose is for them to give you the commercials. So you get, tangled with that repetition and go and buy those products. That's the whole purpose of the commercial. It's not because, it gives you time to go to the bathroom or get a drink. No, the movie is just a little, crumbs in the water. You and I, the fish, come and get it, and then you just pop, get them out. So the same with the country. They get slowly into because the weasel countries have to accept certain programs according to, signing certain documents to be members of the European Union in this case. So Orban knows what's best for his people better than the guys from Brussels and other countries. And that's a problem. It's like someone tells me how I should run my life because they know better. But it's my life. They know better what my interests are, my displeasures, pleasures, likes, dislikes, and all that. So, Reuters, September 22, 2022. Hungary's Prime Minister Orban says EU's Russia sanctions should be scrapped. Well, he talks about European and world affairs. They can do that unless you're not a free, independent, sovereign country, right? You should have your own opinions on certain things and open your mouth, not be smacked as soon as you do that. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban told his ruling Fidesz party that sanctions against Russia imposed by the European Union should be scrapped. The pro-government daily Magyar Nemzet reported late on Wednesday. Government spokesman Zoltán Kovács confirmed the comments in an email reply to Reuters. Orban, a harsh critic of EU sanctions on Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine, because his country gets affected by those things. For whom? For the Americans? So he cares for his people. If the sanctions are implemented and all the embargoes implemented on Russia, the Hungarians, gonna be hurt a lot. And they don't want that. They have nothing to do with Ukraine. On the contrary, they don't like Ukrainians. Anyway, so made the remarks at a closed-door meeting of his party members on Wednesday before the start of the autumn political season. Magyar Nemzet cited Orban as saying, without giving a source, that the EU sanctions must have driven up gas prices and inflation. True, and if these measures were to be scrapped, gas prices would drop by 50% immediately, while inflation would also fall. That's a probability and possibility. Without sanctions, Europe could regain strength and could avoid a looming recession. True. The report quoted Orban as saying, reiterating his earlier stance that the sanctions were hurting Europe more than Russia. Very possible. On his Facebook page, Orban posted from the party meeting, and I'm quoting, "The Brussels sanctions have pushed Europe into an energy crisis." True. They sanctioned themselves at the orders of big bosses that we don't know who the hell they are. We can just pinpoint, certain interests, but don't have names. And if you have names, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. How can you hold them accountable? They're not elected officials. No, they're not elected officials. I want to underline that, stress that. In July, Orban said the EU had, quote-unquote, shot itself in the lungs with ill-considered economic sanctions on Russia, which unless rolled back, risked destroying the European economy. True, not the risks. It's right there, but he was saying that a while ago. That was obvious when all these sanctions started. Only the talk, it was obvious. They knew it. What they do right now, they do crowd control, which is us. This is citizens control. So they work full steam. The engine is raved at 6,000 RPM just to keep us, steady. Hey, don't reach that critical mass or whatever, so you can boil over. They keep us with the mass media telling this. They keep us with, it's inflation, it's because of this and that, it's Russia, it's Putin. Not their decision. It's like they get the consequences of their decision. They say, well, because of Russia. No, you impose sanctions on Russia, and this is a result not of the Russian war. It's a result of your direct involvement, which is imposing sanctions. Yeah, but that's because of Russia. Okay, if we go by that, then it's with you because you got born. Or it's Putin. Why did his mom gave birth to Putin? And if we go like that, we go to God. Why did God make human beings? He didn't have this in mind. Oh, well, it's the other guy, the fallen angel, that is the guy who was jealous. And okay, who created him? How it was all created. So we go like this to the origin. I mean, we know exactly who did that. It's not like I'm going outside, commit a crime and say, well, my mom's fault because she gave birth to me. Or it's the society's fault because I'm poor. Or I don't know, I'm just angry and upset because the society is as it is, so then I committed a crime. Is that a justification? Or what? Let's say the grocery prices jump up and I'm going to go and steal and say because of the groceries prices jumped, I'm doing that? No, you have your own decision. You get in jail not because of those things. Yeah, those things are over there, but it didn't mean you have to act like that. The same with the sanctions. What the? Anyway, so Orban cares for his people more than for everybody else. And he knows that as of now, he got voted, 4 times in the office or something, so that's through democracy. And these guys in Brussels, they decreed that Hungary is not a democracy, it's something else, and blah, blah, blah. When they are just bottom feeder weasels, not sovereign countries. That's what they are. But they talk about Hungary. Hungary is independent more than anybody else in Europe, including Germany, who listen to the Americans, and Americans listen to whomever to close the Nord Stream 2 pipeline and impose sanctions. So, all right, thank you. Oh my God, good job, Orban, but be careful. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.